Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Neha. I make videos on tech and my life in UK. In today's video, I'm gonna share my 2024 yearly planning. If you are thinking that why I'm making it now when half of the January is gone, then hear me out. I have an explanation. If you are already following me on Twitter, which you should, you might have read the tweet where I was very vocal about I don't believe in resolution. Now why? The reason is it never worked for me. And for last few years, what I'm doing is instead of working on resolutions, I think of goals, then break them into milestones, and then think of a framework or a system to achieve those milestones. As a result, I will achieve those goals. As well as instead of waiting 365 days to assess that I have achieved my resolution or goal or not, what I do is after every few months I keep checking. And also, I have observed in my life that my life is very unpredictable. So I try to keep my my plan as flexible as possible. But at overall, I do keep some goals for me that what I want from the year, like last year or this year, I want to achieve. Now, why I'm making this video? The reason is I want to make this video for myself. After a year, I want to visit it back and see that how much I have achieved and where I need to do changes. So it's a video for me. For you folks, if you want to do the same exercise, I would highly encourage you. Please do it. It's a good exercise. I won't say that it always worked for me. I have like years of my own observation, my own planning, and then I came to this framework or system which I'm gonna share. As well as, to be very honest, I keep changing. So for me, flexibility is also important. Having said that, I also want to add one thing. I was watching Ali Abdaal video. This video, how to make 2024 the best year of your life. If you doesn't know him, he is the one of the most viewed YouTuber on productivity. Now, I would encourage you go and watch this video. But the reason I'm showing you is this particular frame. So what he calls this is wheel of life. Basically, he suggests in this video that break your life into 3 buckets. So on the left side, starting from the top, soul, mind, body, it is basically your health. Then mission, money, growth is basically your career, and friends, family and romance is your personal life. And he suggested in this that rate yourself where you are standing currently and after a year where you want to see and how you are gonna do that. So it is kind of similar thing that identify that where you want to work, on what you want to work, and how you are gonna achieve that. I'm not gonna follow his 100% same system, but I like the big bucket breakup that you can break into health, career, and personal. So I'm gonna adapt that while I'm doing my yearly planning. So let's start and let's see how we are gonna do. But before I start the 2024 yearly planning, I want to first review my last year, that how was it, so that I can see that how much I have achieved and how much I haven't. So let's start with the review of 2023. I don't know what is this. Let me just remove this. Okay, so what is the first thing? I would start with my health. So from last few years, and especially since I moved to UK, I have become more and more health conscious. So the good thing was when I was in India in November last year, I got my full health checkup done. And the good thing was my sugar level is now decreased from 1 point, which is a huge thing. Everyone told me that without medication, without anything, your sugar level came down. So this is a very good thing. So the good thing is sugar level is down. Let me just, okay. Now the second thing is regarding health. As I told you that I have become more and more health conscious. My sugar intake, why I am writing sugar always wrong? Sugar intake is controlled. With that, my caffeine intake is control, and why when I say caffeine, it means basically coffee, which is a huge thing for me because I was working very hard for many years to control my sugar craving, to control my coffee. I will talk about this in a while. I have my sleep pattern fixed. I also successfully able to have my morning routine set up. I also did yoga for 3 months with the yoga teacher, so that helped me a lot. Apart from that, let me think what else I did. I bought a cycle. I bought a cycle, but I do have a another thing to share here. I did a few hikes also, so that is also good. Now let me take a moment here to explain you all these health things and how I was able to do it. To be honest, it is not like a year of effort. So sugar intake to be controlled, coffee intake to be controlled. This is something I really wanted to do from like many years. I was kind of a slave for my craving for sugar and coffee. I will start with sugar first. I have a sweet tooth. I can have I can have my desserts anytime. I'm that kind of a person who used to start any meal with dessert because I really wanted to have, and at the end of the meal I cannot wait for the dessert. So I was that kind of person. But I realized that my in my yearly checkup, I realized that my sugar is reaching to the risky borderline. So you have sugar levels, and you have I was reaching to the borderline of to be diabetic. So I have to control it. So what I did was I started controlling it. Now it was very hard initially, but my framework to do that was that instead of having everyday sugar or desserts or ice creams or chocolate, reduce the consumption of that. So where I was having everyday ice creams, I reduce it to have like only 3 days in a week, then 2, then 1, and then I slowly started skipping for a week, then 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, then a month, and so on. And today where I'm standing, I don't like sugar at all, which is a huge thing for me. I cannot have sugary things. So even when I have my tea or coffee, when I'm outside, I'm having coffee from outside. I don't put any sugar. When I'm at home and making it for myself, I put it very little bit. So this is a huge thing for me, and because of that, it reflected in my reports. My sugar level is down, and it's a huge thing because I didn't took any medication. I didn't did any aggressive dieting also, so it's a huge thing. And today I decide that when I want to have sugar, and 90% of time I don't want to have because everything is too sugary for me currently. So I'm pretty happy for that. Same with the coffee intake. There was a time when I used to have like 8 to 10 mugs of coffee, and it was pretty bad for me. Why, I will explain you with the next point. Then what I did is the same thing. Instead of saying that I will stop having coffee from the next day, which is very hard, I started reducing the number of coffee I was taking. So instead of having 7 to 8 cups, I started with having, skipping 1 or 2 cups, and also started looking for the alternatives. That if I am craving for coffee, because my body is craving for that, I started moving to hot water, green tea, and other alternatives. I started with reducing like from 8 mugs to 5, then 3, then 2, then 1, then skipping them. And today where I am, I don't feel like having coffee. So rarely when I'm at home after my lunch, if I'm feeling sleepy, I take it, otherwise I skip it. So now I don't crave for coffee at all, which is a good thing for me. Now coming to the sleep pattern, this is another huge achievement for me. Throughout my life, I was a proud night owl, which means if someone is asking me to wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I would say I would prefer to stay awake rather than, sleep and wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. I used to sleep by 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and next day I used to wake up like 9 a.m., run for office, go for office. And it was horrible when I was young in my 20s. I never focused there. But then I realized that it is not a good thing for me. And I used to feel guilty of sleeping early because at the night I used to sit and work. And I used to think that if I will go to the bed early, I will miss all my work, which was absolutely wrong. So what I did is I started, obviously it was not like that which we generally do. From tomorrow morning I will wake up at 5. No, I didn't did that. It never worked for me. So instead of sleeping at 3, I started sleeping at 12. It was very hard because when you are used to of sleeping at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., if you are going on bed at 12, your whole routine will mess up and your body is not ready to sleep. But I forced myself that I'm not gonna open my laptop, I'm not gonna watch any TV or Netflix, I'm not gonna check my mobile, I will try to sleep. It took me 2 weeks to get used to of sleeping at 12. And then I saw that instead of waking up, tired, I used to wake up with a good energy. And then from 12 to 11 to 10, and there are days when I go to sleep on 9:30 and 9, and now I wake up without alarm clock at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So between 4 to 6 I wake up. There were times when I used to wake up before sunrise, and now when there are times when I used to wake up after sunrise, I used to feel guilty because morning time is my time and I used to love that. And now how I was able to achieve it, because I reduced my coffee intake. So after 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. I don't take any coffee so that I can sleep better. My 8 hours of sleep is pretty good. Not 8 hours. For me, it is like having a schedule. Go to bed by 10 to 11 and wake up on time. So for me, this was a huge achievement. The guilt of, sleeping and not working at night is gone. And because if I actually did my own retro, if I will wake up whole night and work, my next day will be wasted. But I used to think it's productive, but it was not. Now coming to the 5th point, morning routine. Very important. Once my sleep pattern was fixed and I was having that morning time, I started understanding that what I can do in that morning time. So instead of working, I wanted to do something for myself, my body. So there is one YouTuber, very popular, and Andrew Huberman. He is in Stanford. You can watch his videos on YouTube. So he has a video on morning routine and I followed that. I tweeted about that also. So what he suggest wake up in the morning. Instead of picking your phone first, go out, have water with salt minerals. Then do your yoga, meditation, any activity to stretch your body. Then go out in sun, have some sunlight, write something, read something, do something which will calm yourself, and delete 2 things. The first is your caffeine intake and digital time. So I try to do the same, but my caffeine delay because I'm very used to having my morning tea. So I do that, but I avoid digital screens. But what I do is I wake up, have my water, do my yoga, my stretching, my meditation. I try to read a book. If not book, I just chill, have my personal time with my partner. I take my tea, we just talk, and this is how I start. This morning routine is very important for me because now I'm very used to of doing my morning exercise, yoga, meditation, listen some, meditation songs that are also pretty good. And because I did yoga for 3 months, I was able to do morning yoga without any help. So yeah, overall my health, these habits, I was not able to achieve in 1 year. It took me at least 2 years, but today where I'm standing, like last year, 2023, everything is pretty good. Everything is there where I wanted to. I also bought a cycle. I use it hardly 5 times. Because then winter came in UK and I was not able to. I went for a few hikes, which is also very good because I never did that. So that is also very good from my side. So this was all about my health side. As I told you, I have become more and more health conscious. So pretty good thing. Now let's talk about what else. Okay, so I went to Finland. So this is a place where I was manifesting for many years. On YouTube, if you will go and you search for Lapland or Santa Claus village, you will find a live stream of Santa Claus village. I used to, put that on YouTube play and used to do my work. I was manifesting to go to Finland, and finally in January last year I went there. It was an awesome trip. I hope in summers I will go again. Not sure, but yeah, it's a huge thing for me. So yeah, good. I went to Finland. Now apart from that, I started my YouTube channel, which is again something I wanted to do. I did it in the past, but I used to stop it. But this time I'm giving it my 100%. And so yeah, this is what I have started. I also gave my first meetup talk at London. So I was a public speaker. I was involved in public speaking in India, outside India. But during COVID, there was a break of offline conferences and meetup. This was the first time after COVID I gave my in-person talk in London, which is a good thing for me. I also started my own JSLovers chapter, so in London, which is also good. So that is also pretty good. Okay, what else? Let me think what else I did. Oh yes, I started learning driving. So this is something I wanted to do in India also, but I was never able to. I tried 3-4 times in India, but I always left in between. Last year when I started learning driving, I gave myself a goal that by end of this year I should be little bit comfortable with car and driving. But I have done a huge improvement. Right now I'm standing where my teacher, my instructor is actually motivating me to start preparing for theory and then practical test. I have done huge improvement in driving. I'm very confident on road with car, but yeah, still long way to go. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, I started learning. I enrolled myself in masters. So I always wanted to do my masters. When I reached to UK, this is what I did. I enrolled myself in master degree. So that is also a pretty good thing happened. Okay, so these were the things which were pretty good I did in 2013. But not everything was good. There were few things which I was not able to do it or I left in between. Let's talk about that. So the first thing is I didn't wrote a lot of blogs. So I took break from blog writing. I used to be very active in writing, but last year I didn't felt like writing a lot of blogs, so I took break from that. So that happened. Also, I paused my master degree. So I was trying to juggle between a lot of things, my career, my personal life, my health, and so on. In between, I felt that I'm not able to give my 100% to master. So here the good thing is I can pause my master degree in between, and when I'm ready I can request them to resume it. So as of now I have paused it. I don't have any plan that when I'm gonna start it or resume it. So that is one thing I started. Oh yes, in 2022 when I moved to UK, I used to do my daily more than 10k steps, but since I moved to the countryside I am not doing much of walk. So it's not a great thing, to be honest. Not great. I just do my morning yoga routine, but apart from that I hardly touch 2000 steps. So that is a thing I'm not happy. This is gonna be my much focus in 2024, that how I can do more of my health basically my 10k steps goal that I have to see. One thing also happened. I was not planning for that. I took a career break. So I joined Oracle as principal engineer, and I was not planning to leave it, but I took a career break. Again, there were so many things were happening, so I decided to take a career break. This was unpredictable. So as I told you that there are a lot of things which happen in my life, or I think it's with everyone. There are few things I have to keep, things which I haven't planned, but it happened. So one of the thing was career break, but I don't think it's a negative thing. It was something I really wanted. I was working for many years, so it was a good thing that I took a career break for a few months. It gave me some space to relax and think about anything, but not about the work. So that's a good thing. So yeah, these were the thing happened. I don't know what else. I had some health episodes. I was very vocal about those over my Twitter. So yeah, I had some health episodes also, which I really wanted to avoid in the year. But let's see what we will do. Okay, so this is overall about my 2023 review. If you will see, I have achieved a lot, and there were few things which I was not able to do, which is fine. We will see what we can do. Okay, now let's move to 2024. Now in 2024, I don't know what is this. Let's remove this. So let's start with health, career, and personal thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from here. Health, and let's start. Okay, so I will continue working towards my health. Now for that, obviously I cannot say like this that what I will work towards my health, but the goal is to have 10k steps. I cannot do that tomorrow I will start having 10k, because for a year I didn't. So what I will do is I will start with 5k and slowly increase. By the end of the year I should be able to do my 10k. So that's the one thing. The next thing in the health is keep my sugar level in control. I wanted to drop it one more point, so hopefully I will able to do. So I don't need to do anything special now, because I have that system which for the years I am following. The same will help me. So if you will see, this is what I wanted to this is what I wanted to make you understand, that instead of having a long goal or resolution, you should have those, but you should also have milestones and a proper framework or system to work towards that. In 2023, my sugar intake on level came down. Sugar intake is controlled. I didn't did any special thing. What I did is I just changed my, instead of having every day, I reduced to 3, then 2, then 1, then 1 week, then 2 week, then 3 week, and so on. And now I'm habitual. As I told you that I don't feel like eating sugar, so I don't have to do something special for this. This will automatically will happen. All I need to do is now focus on something else, but I'm still writing it here, that sugar levels in control. Do cycle more. Now this is where I wanted to do more. Summers are coming. I should be using my cycle more. I got it as a birthday gift and I didn't use it much, which is a shame. So I wanted to do that. So that's a good thing. Now another thing is I do 15 minutes of morning routine of yoga. I want to push that to 30 minutes. This is what I wanted to focus. So from health perspective, this is what I wanted to do. Rest of the things are pretty good from my end. And the health episodes I was having, I don't know what I have to do, like some infection, that infection. I spoke to doctors and they told me that you can't do anything. It just happened. One more thing, I wanted to add one more thing. Though I'm a vegetarian, I already eat a lot of veggies. But recently, I also learned more about plant-based diet. Now, I'm not into that fake meat and all. But I tried few meals where we don't have like maida or wheat. They are purely made of vegetables. For example, cauliflower steak. there are a lot of Middle Eastern recipes, if you will check. So I love that. I tried that in a restaurant, then I made few by myself and I loved it. So I want to continue that. So plant-based recipes, not diet. I'm already a vegetarian. So this is for my health. That's it. These are the things I wanted to do, because most of the things I have under control, so I don't need to worry about that. Now let's go to the career side. Oh yes, one more thing, my weight. I was able to reduce 1 kg, but I wanted to reduce more. So the plan is in every quarter, I should be able to lose 2 kg. So every quarter I have to do this. Now if you will see, if I will do my 10k steps, I will do cycling, I will do 30 minutes of yoga, my 2 kg weight and plant-based recipes. Basically my diet is already clean and controlled. These things will fall in itself on at places. So yeah, so by the end of the year, if you will see, 2 4 8 kg approx I should be losing. But instead of saying I will lose 8 kg or 10 kg, what I'm doing again is I'm keeping myself some milestones that this is what I wanted to achieve, and after every month or so I will keep checking that what's happening with me. Sorry, I was doing some code, so yeah, you saw just my VS code. Okay, let's talk about career. So as I told you, I was on a career break. My plan was to take 6 months of break and start a new job, start finding a new job in Feb or March. Thanks to God, I already got my new job. So in February, I will be starting. So my only focus right now for my career is to focus on my new job and role. I'm very excited for this new job. This is something which is out of my comfort zone, and I'm pushing myself, to be honest, for this job. Yeah, but I'm gonna do. First of all, this is not a remote working. For last, I don't know how many years I'm working. Like I was working remotely pre-COVID also, but this time I'm actually pushing myself first to go and work at office. Then the role is very new for me. The company is very awesome. My team is very great. So my whole focus would be on my new job and role. There's a lot of things I need to learn. When I joined, I spoke to my manager, and my manager explained me the things. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun. So this is where I'm gonna be focusing more. Focus on my YouTube channel. So this is also one of the focus I wanted to keep. I am enjoying making YouTube videos. The reason is, a lot of people ask me why you're making YouTube videos. The fact is that these videos are my memories when I will be old. And also second thing is, when I get the feedback from the folks, they love my videos, or some video I made on DSA, my journey, or React.js. These videos are helping them. It's a good feeling, to be honest. So yeah, so I will be more focused on my YouTube channel. I already invested in my hardware, so I'm not gonna take a step back. I'm gonna give my 100% there. I'm gonna focus on going to write blogs. So coming back to the last point, YouTube channel, I don't have any goal of how many videos I should be putting out. As of now, I'm just learning how to handle my YouTube channel, and from next month onwards my job will start, so I have to see how much time I have. So at least I wanted weekends, so 2 videos I would be aiming for every week. I think that could be done weekend to weekend, so pretty good. Again, for the blogs, I haven't wrote much of the blogs last time, but this time I wanted to put 1 blog per month. This is something I wanted to do. I have 2 domains. One is for accessibility, A11 by tips, and second is for cloud. So I wanted to focus there to keep publishing my content more and more. So this is I wanted to do. And one more thing I missed here, that what I was not able to do. Let me come here. My AWS certificates. Now what is this? I actually wanted to go for my next level of AWS certificate. My exam was booked for 25th December, but there were technical issues. I was stuck in the queue for an hour or two. and then I have to give up. Now my exam is already scheduled for this year, so let's see how I will do. Also, I stopped working on my accessibility book, which is a shame. I started working on accessibility book. A lot of people encouraged me. A lot of people helped me here, but I was not able to finish it. This is a very big shame for me. I really wanted to put out accessibility book there, but let's see what I will do. Now here I'm not aiming for writing an accessibility book because it required a lot of work, and that's not my focus right now. For this year, my focus is more on my job, then my YouTube channel and blogs. So I'm not sure about this, but I will be working on my AWS certificate for sure. So this is again another goal. One more thing I missed here was, I think not here, but here, React Native. I learned React Native, which is a very good thing. I upskill myself in for new language, which is a awesome thing. Okay, now here I wanted to add one more thing. I want to publish more side projects. Now throughout my life I have worked a lot on my side projects, but I don't used to publish them on public domain. They used to be private repo and used to be with me. But this time I decided to publish more side projects. I have already published one and made a video for that. I have already 2 projects going on, so I'm focusing on them. Those are my side projects. So as soon as they will be ready, I will publish them more and more. This is my focus for this particular year, to have more side projects with me. And then I'm starting a boot camp to mentor new devs in web development. I started it. I have a demo class, and then I will be working on the content. Again, I'm grateful I have few people who are helping me with this boot camp, so I'm pretty excited for this. So yeah, this is my goal. If you will see, in health I have to, everything is fine. Here I have to work a lot, so my most of the energy will go here. Now in personal, I'm pretty happy with my personal life, to be honest, touch wood. My friends, my family, my own personal relationships, so there's nothing about, and also I don't want to share much details for their privacy purpose. But now at personal level I want to travel. So the places I am aiming for this, like I have 4 to 5 places already shortlisted, but it will depend upon that visas issues, and then how my availability is, how my partner's availability is. But this time our plan is to go to France, which was the plan last year also, but we didn't. So France is one. Then I have Switzerland and Swiss. Then I have Iceland, and what else? So these are the top 3 places I really wanted to go. So if everything goes well, we will surely will be going there. So this is about my personal. One more thing is my public talks. So last year I was not active in public talks also. This year I want to give 2 talks at either conference or meetup. Anything will work. So yeah. Oh yes, few things. Okay, I'm just remembering what else. I learned poetry too. So this is something new I learned. And I took a break from the art also. So I did much of art. So this time I really wanted to do art, basically my calligraphy, my painting. So these are the things I wanted to focus on. Yep. And also I'm not sure, but this is a long term. I want to apply for driving license. So I have to prepare for theory test. If I have cleared the theory test, then I will see if I'm ready for the practical test, then I have to go for practical test. So basically I will aim for at least I will give the theory exam. So yeah, cool. So this is how my 2024 yearly planning is. If I would speak about the highlights, so now let's talk about the highlights. Here my main focus is to just get my 10k steps every day, and then I have to review that if my weight lose is happening or not. So this is what I have to focus on. So this would be the highlight. From my career, my highlight is my new job, and to be honest, my YouTube channel. And yeah, so everything is a highlight here, but for me the main highlight is my new job. I was very vocal about that. For me, my job comes first. Rest of the things I do it for myself, for the community. I am happy to adjust those goals, but my job is very important for me, so I will be focusing on that. What it means is that if I have to let go of speaking at a conference of meetup, I'm fine with that. If I'm not able to work on my side projects because my job is taking my Monday to Friday, and over the weekend if I am working on my YouTube channel, I might not have time to work on my side projects, and vice versa. So I'm fine with that. So this is where my flexibility also come. But it doesn't mean that after a year I will come here and check. What I will be doing is after a month or 2 months, I will keep coming back and checking how I'm going with my all this planning, and if there is something I need to add or change, I can do it. Personal, I want to travel France, Swiss, Iceland. Let's see how it will go. But the plan is when my birthday will come, at least I will be going to some place to celebrate my birthday. So let's see, if not all three, at least one, if I will be able to do, that is good for me. I wanted to do art, calligraphy, my painting. This is something I really miss, but I am trying to do it more and more. So yeah, I want to apply for DL. I haven't done anything here. I want to start preparing for theory, but let's see. But for me, from the personal, my highlight would be the travel and my art. Cool. So this is how my yearly planning is. This is what I wanted to achieve, do, whatever you want to call it. But right now, this is where I'm focusing on. Yeah, I will see you later. Let me know if you have your own some system framework for your yearly planning. Help me to understand. I would love to know, and love to learn from you folks. Let me know in the comment section. Take care. Bye.